Right now, the Yorubas have come out to support P2B, and I don't think APC government will like this, because we all know that how APC government, they go on the channel TV, Arise News, to talk about how P2B did not even do anything in Anambra State as governor. But here is a video where Yorubas we are seen talking on P2B's achievement as Anambra governor. They kept on talking on the good things Obi did for Anambra, but they could not even talk about one thing that APC government have done for Nigeria, because there is nothing APC have done for us as Nigerians. There's nothing we can boast of and say that they've done. Under APC government, we have had the worst education, I've had the worst security, I've had the worst everything in Nigeria is now is down getting worse because of the current APC government. So the Yorubas we are seeing backing P2B that P2B is the best candidate that should run in the next election. That nothing should meet APC government to come back in power, because APC have led us for 12 good years, Buhari 8 years, Tinubu 4 years now. What have they achieved? What? Rather, everything is getting worse than worse. And guess what? I haven't heard that they impose a law that if you are seen preaching in a bus, you pay 50,000 naira as fee. Then I keep on wondering, is that among the pressing issues we have in Nigeria? It's not even close to 1% of the issue we have in Nigeria. They are not tackling security, unemployment, out of school children, but their focus on is no preaching in the bus, or you pay 50k. So this is the loss, or I don't know how to put it, but this is what the government are pursuing instead of pursuing the things that should be pursued. Insecurity is destroying Nigeria. So for some farmers cannot even go to their farmland anymore in the north, because some terrorists have imposed a levy on them that you must pay this amount of money or you won't access your farmland. This is happening under APC government, and what they could think of is to impose a law that says that you should not preach in the bus. What does that have to affect, or what does that have to do with the issues you have in Nigeria? Meanwhile, guys, watch these videos I have for you guys from Nigerians, and also from these Yorubas that we are seeing in the live section on TikTok, describing how good P2B is. Just for that video, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video.
Collecting money from government, from the masses, and yes, still collecting as a former governor. This man said, I am done working for the state of Anambra. I don't want this money. It has no value to me. Ìgbà tí mo ti ṣiṣẹ́, mo ti ṣe. Mo jẹ́ ti gba owó iṣẹ́ mi. So mo ṣe tó as a governor. Mo tún gba pension pé mo ti ṣe. No, kò make sense. That is one of the reasons why we are spending so much unnecessary money. Síbi tó necessary. Àwọn èèyàn nídìí owó. He said it does not want. That alone shows accountability. I am done with my service and I am done.
So many people don't even want to hear more one basic fact. Anambra State became an oil producing state under Peter Obi as governor. I don't know if anybody knows of that, but that is a fact. They were proud to the time when he was the governor. Well, oil producing state though. But it was during his tenure they became a producing state. Even in that health sector, remember it was the one that sort of did that art hospital. I mean that art center, medical center or something like that, that does art surgery and all that, and he installed dialysis machine, which is the first of its kind, I think, in Nigeria. Was the only state as a den to shake hospital to get one man she operation arts. The heart and all that was during Peter Obi's own. He had to go and invite some doctors from abroad because of that thing to
That's
see.
Correct.
And
you will hear people say, what did he do? What did he do as governor? Follow British demand here to commission.
Tọ́n bá fẹ́ ká máa sọ nǹkan tó ṣe in every sector, ó wà lórí mi. Bó jí mi lójú oorun, mo lè sọ nǹkan tí Peter Obi ṣe fún ẹ ní technology, ní education, ní health, ní kí ló ń pè human capital, ní kí ló ń pè debt management, ní financial prudence and what.
Sister Mercy, ṣé ẹ rí kíní kan ni mo máa ń rántí. Tẹ́ ẹ bá rántí pé nígbà tí Peter Obi tó wà ní governor, he was the only Abuja governor in the entire Nigeria. Do you know that in 8 years, Peter Obi won best governor twice? Ṣé mọ̀ nǹkan tó tèkì kí opposition tí ò sí ní PDP kí best governor kan? Ẹ mọ̀ pé the vote is still within governor, senator. For them to have voted for an opposition, it means the achievement is overwhelming. on a very good day.
Then tí ẹ tún sọ fún yín
Everybody.
Fáṣọlá ta tiẹ̀ máa ń hail ta máa ń hail yìí ṣe mọ̀ pé òun àti Peter Obi náà fún ní award the best ICT governor tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ̀ best ICT ṣẹ́rí àti sọ̀rọ̀ health ó gba award health ó gba award ICT education wà o ní education kí Peter Obi tó débẹ̀ Anambra was 26th in WAEC in the whole nation. When he got there, Anambra became number 1 in WAEC. I think 3 years back to back. Best in WAEC results overall in the whole country. A state that was at 26th.
There is
Award the choco.
there is
In
this
fact, ṣé ká
award.
tún sọ̀rọ̀ insecurity?
No, there is this.
Peter Obi fẹ́ débẹ̀ wọ́n máa ṣe rí bí Nàìjíríà ṣe rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Anambra State ṣe rí. There was a case of robbery. There was so much robbery in Anambra State. Anambra was rampage with robbery, was rampage with our courts and all those things. When Peter Obi got there, you know what he did? He partnered with all these local vigilantes and made sure he bought vehicles, security vehicles, to about 177 communities. By the time Peter Obi was about 3 years or 4 years as governor, so the then Inspector General of Police, in person of Abubakar, that's his name, named Anambra as the safest state in the whole of Nigeria. Ẹni tó fún ní awọ́de kí sọmọ South yo, Northern and New, Inspector General of Police ló fún named Peter Anambra State as the safest, a state that was at the bottom in terms of security, in terms of safety.
So, èmi náà tútù rántí ẹyọ kan sìn. There is this Bill Gates award. I think everybody ti gbàgbé yẹn.
Award mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn, that Bills and Melinda Gates mo sọ pé polio eradication, polio
It was $1
immunization
million.
and polio. Yes,
Exactly.
$1 million. So mo sọ
And
lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn.
do you even know the most amazing thing? Award yẹn, the money benefits award yẹn, owó yẹn ò ṣe ti state, owó yẹn ti individual tó achieve kìíní
Ṣebí
yẹn.
kò sẹ́ni tí ò mọ Bill Gates. Tálá sọ fún òun mọ Bill Gates.
Exactly. But ìgbà tí wọ́n fún Peter Obi ní 1 million, Peter Obi ní pé kí wọ́n san sí government account. Wọ́n ní no pé individual money ni, ó ní kò sí nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ fi ṣe. Pé 1 million yìí òun ó tún invest ẹ̀ sínú health sector ni.
$1 million.
That man
is not 1 million naira.
That man has conquered greed. He conquered greed. Only few. Àwọn tó conquer greed ní Nàìjíríà wọ́n tó 1 million.
Ṣé mọ̀ pé má ní reject oil well? Anybody bá mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ oil well.
Ìgbà tẹ́ ẹ sọ pé ìgbà tẹ́ ẹ ní wọ́n rí oil well
This
ní
man
Anambra.
rejected an oil well.
I want to say it. I wanted saying it when you mentioned Anambra and oil well. I wanted saying that. He rejected it. He rejected it. So imagine.
Ẹ jẹ́ sáré ká àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan fún yín, ẹ má bínú.
All right, sir. All right.
Peter Obi, the prominent Nigerian businessman, former governor of Anambra State, and 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate, has received numerous local and international honors across his career. His awards generally highlight his focus on financial prudence, healthcare, education, and his impact on youth-led political engagement. Now, these are his national and domestic awards. Like, this guy is well decorated.
Tí n bá sọ fún yín nǹkan tó ti owó tó ti ní.
Ẹ máa gbọ́, Peter Obi ti gba CON, that's Commander of the Order of the Niger, like, ìwọ̀n ló tẹ̀lé GCON, conferred by President Goodluck Jonathan in 2027. Governor of the decade, like, for 10 years, the space of 10 years. Peter Obi won Governor of the Decade, awarded by This Day newspaper for his long-term legacy and governance resource. Most prudent governor in Nigeria in the year 2009 for his strict financial discipline and living unprecedented savings in Anambra State Treasury. Man of the Year Awards 2007, 2013, 2022. The 2007 was the Sun Newspaper Man of the Year, Silver Bed Man of the Year for 2013, and Leadership Excellence Award
Man of the Year 2022, where he won a massive public online vote prior to 2023 elections. Zik Leadership Prize 2027, awarded for his political leadership and alignment with democratic ideals. MDG Mainstream Star Prize in 2014, awarded at the Presidential Summit on the Millennium.
So fún mi ní MDG Millennium Developmental Goals. Tẹ́ bá mú nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ MDG.
Òun náà ni mo lọ, ẹ máa gbọ́. Òun náà mo kà fún yín lọ́wọ́ tí mo pè ní Millennium Development Goals for successfully building Anambra development strategy entirely around the Millennium Development Goals target. Lagos State, ìyẹn ní ìlú Tinubu, ẹ máa gbọ́. Lagos business.
I want you to go and check my background. I'm not a poor person. Before I became governor, all of you can go and check my background, who I was before I became governor. Before I went into public life, I'm a very rich person. However, I have allergy for money being wrongly spent. That is why I go to schools every month, go and check the record till date. I visit at least 5 secondary schools all over Nigeria. The last visit was in Sokoto, and I give each at least 1 million naira. That is for me expenditure, not to use it to buy watch that I keep at home, keeping time that nobody uses. It doesn't make sense to me. So to him, give these people this key. They send the key, and they search my whole apartment. I can tell the only result they found there, they say, this one doesn't live here. It's only his wife clothes and shoe that we saw and everything. That we didn't see anything belonging to him. But I've said it to so many Nigerians. Peter Obi wears only black shoe, and I have 2 pairs of it anytime, and I travel with it. The purpose of shoe is to protect the leg from being hot. Nothing else. So that people are wearing one, they go and buy $200 one, $300. It's a waste of time. I buy this from Marks and Spencer. $49.99, finish. It's a shoe, nothing else. They say, oh, we didn't even see watch. I've said it openly to everybody. This is the only watch I have. I won it for 17 years. Purpose of watch is to keep time. Why would I keep a watch at home? Whose time is he keeping? What would we? I lived there. It was built by somebody I'm close to and everything. And I told him, I said, I haven't finished being governor of Anambra State for 8 years. I cannot live outside Anambra State. Never. The only place that I have a house officially built is in Onitsha. If you see any house anywhere in Lagos, Abuja, anywhere belonging to P2B, confiscate it. I live in Onitsha. So for my wife and family, I leave that place, and I'm happy that go and ask those who searched the place, because I was abroad. I traveled 2 days after, and they said they wanted to search my apartment. I sent the key through a very good Nigerian who was traveling. I'm sure he's a Yoruba man. He will tell people that story one day.
In the building, and given that you own an apartment there, what were your experience?
Very, very good question. Well, I'm sure for me, let me tell you my sadness. It's not actually an issue of just that cash was found. I leased an apartment there. I lived there. I was there in that block when they came to search the apartment in question. So it's something I know. But let me tell you what is worrisome. Well, we don't know. They're still dealing with who owns the money and who doesn't own the money. Maybe that will one day be clarified. But let me tell you where I'm even worried. Assuming the money was even from a background that is questionable, why will anybody keep it in such a circumstance?
Sorry.
The place could have caught fire. Anything could have happened. If that money was put in our banking system, whoever kept it would have earned 8% per annum, so it would have earned about $7 million by now. 1 minute, it would have earned about let me finish. That $7 million is about 2.8 billion naira today. That is the amount I spent for secondary school, the entire secondary schools in Anambra State for the year. If we had decided to be generous, and decided I give each graduate 1 million, they would have shared it to 2,800 graduates, out of which 2,000 would have been successful. I can go on and tell you what that money will do. The bank that is keeping the money would have made 7% because they would have given it to a business at 15%. Make 7%, which means the bank will keep going, and the business that they loaned it to will keep going. That is the economy. But that money was kept in a place where,
Thank you very
so the apartment is yes, but I'm appealing to Nigerians that is not a way to keep money.
Thank you very much, sir.
No more.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for coming around.
Thank you.
This country was not depending on aid in the 70s. I feel like crying this morning. Why I'm crying, why I scream sometimes for this country. On the 23rd of December 1974, Nigeria signed a long-term borrowing agreement with the World Bank. Under this agreement, Nigeria provided $240 million in net resources to the World Bank reserves. And we're borrowing World Bank money.
We were lending.
We're lending World Bank money to do development projects for other countries. In 1975, we also lent 120 million to the IMF. This country was not depending on aid in the 70s. I feel like crying this morning. What has happened to this country? And because people are looting the country dry. The same country that was lending World Bank money to $40 million in the 70s. In that same 70s, do you know that Britain was going to the World Bank to loan money because they had an economic crisis? That time we were lending them money.
There is no one thing they can say APC have done for us. They are even angry. Because you can see the anger. These are people that have come out to lend their voice that APC government have done nothing but destroy Nigeria. APC government have done nothing but to make our life more miserable. Because tell me one thing that we can say APC have done for us as Nigerians in Nigeria. Under APC government have expressed the worst level of insecurity, what level of out-of-school children, what level of corruption, what level of bribery. Everything is on the worst level under APC government. So why are they coming back? Even Tinubu have told us that we should not vote for him if he does not keep to his promises, which he did not keep to. But he's still coming out to run. Emelokon is my turn. Because what is that thing that can say APC have done? Rather, we are hearing issue of Femi Gbadabiamila stealing money, hearing how they're trying to infiltrate the NBA election, how they're trying to steal money from Nigerians. All they do is steal, and then they keep on complaining. And where is the money going to? Not nowhere. Assuming we are seeing the money that is being stolen from us, is visible. No, everybody will understand that, okay, the government is working. What is that they're doing? We're not saying anything. But let me get your views in the comments, guys. I'll see you guys in my next video.